I must admit I'm concerned. Hi, I'm Dr. Brian McDonough. What I'm concerned about is the United Kingdom and its path that it's taking right now as far as COVID-19 and the vaccinations are concerned. Understandably, there's a concern that they want to get as many people protected as they can. But for whatever reason, the political leaders think that giving one dose of a vaccine or staggering the second dose, mixing and matching, or giving the second dose longer than the amount of time it's supposed to be given is a better approach than following the evidence-based path that science has chosen. That's a terrible mistake. And I think we're going to run into a lot of problems as a result. Let me give you an example. Let's just say you had a shortage of seatbelts. Would the answer be to put one seatbelt, let's say for the driver in a car, and have everybody else fair game? Or would you ramp up the production of seatbelts and slow down the production of cars until you could do it right? What we're talking about with this vaccine is it isn't all or nothing. You can get people the vaccine and tell everybody else to please wear masks and social distance, and they will be protected doing that equally as well, if not better, than the vaccine. So this desire to get everybody vaccinated is going to potentially cause three problems. The first problem is that you are going to get a lot of people who think they're protected and they're only 55% protected. So they may not wear masks, they may not social distance, and they're going to spread the virus even more than they would have, and they're going to get sick. The second is you could theoretically build up mutant strains to the vaccine, and then all of a sudden the vaccines we have won't work because we didn't properly dose and give them. And the third is something that could have an impact in the rest of the world. Now, I know the UK has Brexit, but the reality is when it comes to climate, health, we are a global society. You can forget borders. And the result is that a mistake in the UK affects the rest of the world. So if you're in the United States, and let's just say you got your first dose and you had a fever or your GI upset, and you say, I'm not getting the second dose. And you know why I'm not getting the second dose? Because in the UK, they don't make you. Why should I just because I live in the US? Then you're going to have a bunch of people who aren't properly vaccinated because they saw a decision made by a politician not based on science. So the reality here is we have to be very careful about what we do. We have to understand the risks. And from the very beginning, the key thing about COVID-19 is the virus acts the way it acts. It will aggressively attack until you beat it into submission. And if we don't do this right, it's one of our best chances. And then we're going to be in this battle, for an endless amount of time. We've got to do it right. So I have no influence in the UK, but I would ask that people who might have influence, they really try to talk to the powers that be and change that philosophy.